Okay, welcome back. We've got our long range tanks on now. Fuel tanks. We've got fuel up to 72 now, so we're going to go cross country and we're going to do some terrain following radar. Hopefully it's going to work and not kill us. I've set it to follow the ground at 1,500 feet. Okay, which is set down there. A little dial. And I've got these buttons up here which I'll be working shortly after takeoff. And I've got the heading bug set to north because we'll be taking up a north once we're taking off. Okay, 2 stages of flaps, air brakes are in, full power, let's go. No warning bells, everything looks normal, no distress on the distress panel. 60, 70, 80, yeah, still good. 100 back pressure. Yes, it feels a lot heavier now. I'll still be on the back wheels. I think we're off now, there we go, gear can go up. Flaps can come up. Afterburners can go off. And we'll go on autopilot, heading and terrain following. So this should turn onto north. Down here on this, see the heading bug there, that should come round to north. And we should remain at 1,500 feet, which I've got set down there. And it should follow the hills at 1,500 feet. So even if we can't see where we're going, we should be safe. Because we should be. These are our cram lines here. This is our forward radar. You can see the ground ahead of us. Okay, coming up to 400 knots. I'm going to hit the auto throttle when we get to 400. There we go. Auto throttle. Now throttles will work themselves. Look. And we should roll out on a northerly heading once the aircraft has settled itself down. Okay, we've got Radelt, top right hand corner of the screen. We can see the Radelt there at 1,500 feet. And we're heading straight for a mast. This is not good. We're still turning though. Keep a lookout for that. Masts have got wires coming off them and horrible things. Especially when the weather's grotty. You can quite easily fly into that if you're not careful. Alright, we're still turning onto north. We're about to level up. There we go, there's north. Aircraft is levelling itself. So we've got our autopilot on, we've got our TF, which is terrain following. We've got FD, we've got throttle set, and we've got heading selected, okay? Flight director, FD, in case you're wondering. Now we can adjust that down there, that knob. I know I don't want to put the green beam on it, but just below the green beam there is that knob. That will set our altitude. I've got it set to the highest, but we can set it lower. I'm going to stick to 1,500 and I'm going to fly all the way to Stornoway, hopefully. Fuel's at 67. I'm going to go all the way there on autopilot. Just check outside. Oh, damn. Heading. Autopilot on. Throttle, heading. Terrain following. If you touch the trim on the joystick, it all disappears, turns itself off. I think it's still on. Hope so. Anyway, seems to be on. It will keep disappearing in and out of visibility like this. I really need to know that it's on, otherwise we're going to die. Okay, I'm going to follow this estuary. This is just coming up now. turn the heading, but I'm going to follow that estuary. It's a jolly useful feature actually, the terrain following. Ground collision avoidance, hopefully, more. Count the wings back a little bit, shall I? Not too much, just a bit. .400 knots, that's great. Heading 325. Really struggling to see where I am actually. I think I want to be over there. So right a bit, and then it'll be left a bit again. And pick up this lock. I'm looking for this lock, which is a bit tricky to see. So I'm not touching the controls at all. I have the this wand in my right hand. I'm not touching the throttles. I've got my feet off the pedals. My knees are bent. And I'm going to try to fly all the way to Stornoway on autopilot. Okay, there's a lock. Am I in the right place though? Is it the right lock? That is our speedo, our airspeed indicator. That's 200, and you see it's just got a red line just below 200. So I really don't want to fly below 200 knots unless we're landing. Okay, and it likes to fly from 2 to 400 knots, and then it's getting progressively worse. This sort of altitude, we don't want to be going more than 450. Okay, we're going to start following this lock to the right now. So I need to turn the heading to the left, sorry. Spanish right. There we go. More to the right. You overdo it a bit when you realise that you want to go straight, like there. You can just turn it back. It's a lot easier by hand. You just reach down and twiddle that knob with your fingers, and you can't do that with these wands. They're not that good. And I think it goes to the right again, just here. And left. I'll just leave it. I'll let it go straight ahead. Excuse me. No, we can go that. We can come. Are we ready? Not yet. You probably thunder right across that hill. There we go. When you get good at this, you can do it lower down, and you can go in and out. The place is in zero visibility, really quite low. Yeah, I wanted to be over that lake over there, so I'll just let it go over the top of this hill and I'll rejoin the lake because it's a right turn and a left turn. You've got terrain following on. This is really weird in the dark when you do this. I did it over the desert in Morocco for the first time and that was really weird because you just saw loads of stars and then all load of blackness and then stars and then blackness. You wouldn't dream of flying an aircraft this low over these mountains like this without synthetic vision. If you had synthetic vision, which is a new thing which they didn't have in the Cold War, it's where you have a computer generated image of the scenery in front of you, you know, the terrain, so you can actually fly like just exactly the same as using a flight simulator, but there's no cloud whatsoever, which is a brilliant idea. Now they wanted the map as well. I'll get the map up. You can press that button. Get the map out. We'll put the map over here because I'm not actually using the map, but I'm going to show you how we use it. There we go. So that gives our position there. The aircraft took off from Inverness and we're coming up here. And then so we're going to go west out to the VOR. We'll tune the VOR and it's Stornoway and we'll see that there. Coming in like that. Okay. Thank you. So we'll pick up a heading of 270 now, really. Bit late to head for Stornoway. I normally follow those mountains up and down and around, low level, but we're doing it on North Pilot today. So there we go. That'll bring us to the north of Stornoway. Need to zoom in a bit. In. We're going here. Stornoway NDB, yeah, we can tune that in as well. On the actual airport. .41 miles. I want the actual airport. I don't know, not the NDB, the airport. There we are, details. We're interested in the wind situation. Scattered 7,200, broken visibility 10 with rain, wind 110 at 6 knots. Okay. 110, so that's crosswind at 6 knots, that's nothing. Okay, so we'll approach from the north. There we are, there's Stornoway. And we need to come a little bit more to the left. Intercepting radios and things, well that's how you do it anyway. Map. And we should have some VOR information, bottom left hand side of the hood, VOR DEA 257 bearing, okay, 257, distance 28 miles, we're going 4 minutes and 4 seconds. And if you look in the hood, you can see that V there. That tells us exactly where the beacon is. So if we left a bit, right a bit, left a bit, up and down a bit, fire! Remember the golden shot, there we go. That's That should take us straight to the beacon. 258. Now it's gone overcooked it a bit. Back a little tiny bit. You get the drift anyway. Now we do have a beacon actually that we can a runway, sorry, that we can land into wind. I'm not sure if it's long enough though. Could be. Okay, wings can go forward now because we're approaching Stornoway. There we go. Wind indicator, the wing indicator is there. Put that down on my bench there out of sight. So if I flick the trim switch on the joystick, the autopilot should go off completely. It doesn't have to reach my wand again and press off on the autopilot switch there. AP, terrain following, flight director, throttle and heading. Heading's good. Bottom right hand corner of the hood, distance 12 miles. 258, we are on 255. So that's good. We should be arriving in Stornoway in 1 minute 33 seconds. We're overhead the DOR anyway. And I can make an approach on the interwind runway, although that is quite short. I'll have a go at it and we'll see. If you have to go around, we can come in on the big one. The big one's got a crosswind of 6 knots, which is not much, so we could just come straight in on the big one. Save messing about. There we are, terrain following radar. Really good stuff, well worth trying it out. As I said, set it to 1500, which is the highest you can set it to, and then you can, as you get braver, you can turn it down and down and down. Worst case scenario, take the autopilot off, hit the afterburners and go straight up vertically. If you've got enough power, you can jettison everything as well. There's a jettison button. You can flick to the back cockpit as well. There is a navigation weapons officer in the back, and you can take over his backseat position if you want to. Right, I'm going to take the autopilot off. Yep, I have control. Good. No, I don't have control. I've sort of got some control, but not enough. I should have now. Now I've got control. Yeah, it's a bit dodgy. Never used to be dodgy. When I was flying the Tornado, it was always spot on. Alright, air brakes out, wings fully forward. $260, $250, some gear. See if we can spot this interwind runway. I think it's there. 180. 2 stages off. 190 looking behind me. Okay. Gonna come in on this interwind runway. Hopefully. 270, 260. Does it look long enough? No, I don't like it. Don't like it. Going round. Here up. I'm coming on the normal. It's too short, and I wasn't lined up properly on it. This is storing away underneath the aircraft now. The town of Stornoway, and not Stornoway Airport, just there. So we'll have to contend with the 6-knot crosswind. I think we can manage that under the circumstances. Fuel 5, 6. It's got loads of fuel. Not short of fuel. That's all. Close the throttle. Looking for 250 gear. Three greens. Airbags are extended. 2 stages of flaps. Confirm 3 greens. Confirm. So we've got a bit of a crosswind on the left, that's all. Not much to contend with. Gonna have all the flaps down now, all the air brakes are in. All the flaps can come up. We have arrived in Stornoway. Backtrack to the hangar. Yeah, I don't like that short one, mate. It's no good. We would be landing for the long end anyway. But I don't think it's long enough, even from the right end.